What's up guys, Joey here of YugaTech, and it's comparison time again. But now it's not going to be a full comparison. We're only going to be taking a look at a few key aspects of two particular phones and putting them head to head. So for this, we have the Honor 8X, which is entering the territory of another 2018 mid-range phone, the OPPO F9. But before we begin, if you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell icon to get notified. Also show us some love in the comment section down below and visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Alright, so let's get this thing started. Like I said earlier, this isn't going to be a full comparison. The only categories we're going to be taking a look at are design, display, memory, and battery. Okay, design. It's really hard to evaluate which one of these two devices has a better design, as they both have the look and feel of a proper 2018 premium mid-range device. But each of them have their own unique design gimmicks that set them apart from the rest of the crowd. Taking a look at the F9 first, it's one of the pioneers, if not the pioneer, in the local market to feature a small and non-intrusive notch, much like what we saw with the Essential phone. It also has some unique colors and finishes available, like the red variant, which has a really cool diamond pattern glass back that's shiny, premium, and elegant. We also have the starry purple variant, which features a purple gradient with a sand-like finish to represent stars. So what I'm saying here is that the F9 is one of the most stylish phones this year. But on the other side of things, the Honor 8X isn't too shabby either. It also features a glass back that gives off a nice shine, much like the design of its predecessors and its Huawei P20 series cousins. The notch is more of the standard rectangular or trapezoidal shape, though it's relatively thinner than most we've seen this year. While this device is yet to be launched locally, there is a red edition variant that actually looks pretty cool, classy, and elegant. We do hope it will be available in the Philippines when the 8X arrives. Personally, I'm a bit partial towards the F9's design thanks to its unique finishes, but more importantly because of that small notch. But don't get me wrong, the Honor 8X is still a pretty nice phone. It's not that far behind. So either way, you're not really losing anything if you get one or the other in terms of design. They're both still gonna turn heads because of how nice they are. Moving on to the displays, it's a pretty close battle here as both phones are on pretty much equal ground. The Honor 8X comes with a 6.5-inch 19.5 by 9 IPS display running at 1080p. On the other hand, the OPPO F9 has a slightly smaller 6.3-inch IPS, also 19.5 by 9 and also 1080p. Now on paper, these specs are more than enough to provide great viewing experiences. There's also the fact that these are IPS screens, which gives us more natural color reproduction and good viewing angles. So the F9 screen is actually denser at 409 pixels per inch compared to the Honor 8X's 396 pixels per inch. Now that's a very small difference that you won't notice with the naked eye. But if we're gonna look at it, we can attribute this to the F9's slightly smaller screen size. Another minute thing is the screen-to-body ratios of these phones. Again, it's very small, but for your information, the F9 comes in at 90.8%, while the Honor 8X is slightly higher at 91%, but again, no big deal. This will go unnoticed by the naked eye anyway. So in this category, there isn't any real winner. This will all boil down to the display software side of things, which, by the way, both phones have the ability to hide the notch if you want to, or at least have it not show up in certain situations, like in the case of the F9. Okay, so it's time for the memory showdown. Let's get down to the technicals. The Honor 8X comes with 4GB of RAM and either 64 or 128GB of internal storage, while the OPPO F9 comes in with 6GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. Both phones' internal storage can be expanded via microSD, with the Honor 8X up to 400GB and the F9 only up to 256GB. So for this section, it's pretty much a split decision. The RAM side goes to the F9 for having 6GB over 4, while the storage side goes to the Honor 8X for having a 128GB option, as well as bigger expansion potential. And lastly, the longevity side of things, battery. The Honor 8X comes in with a 3750 mAh battery, while the OPPO F9 has a 3500 mAh one, but with the famed VOOC flash charge. So on paper, the 8X has the advantage with a slightly larger capacity, but we all know the convenience that the F9's book flash charge brings, which is 2 hours of talk time on a 5-minute charge. But of course, to actually evaluate this, we have to get down to the numbers. In our standard video loop test, the F9 lasted 14 hours and 32 minutes, while the Honor 8X pretty much stomps that number, lasting for a very long 19 hours and 42 minutes. The video loop test isn't super indicative of everyday performance, but it does give us a good idea. Because of this, the Honor 8X wins for battery. So overall, it's been a pretty close battle. If you want a device with a simple yet elegant design and good battery life, then the Honor 8X is your guy. But if you're more akin to a more sophisticated, elegant, and charming design, a small notch and impressive battery charging technology, then the OPPO F9 might be the phone for you in this case. But either way, neither of these phones disappoint in these specific areas. So that's about it for a quick comparison of the Honor 8X and OPPO F9. If you want to see us make a full comparison where we cover all the other branches we have to cover, let us know in the comments down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this and hit the bell icon to get notified every time we upload a new video. Also, give us some love in the comments down below and visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Joey and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!